I'm Noreen and welcome back to my kitchen today for another episode of What's for Dinner. Today we're going to get the air fryer out and we're going to attempt to make North Carolina style crab cakes. It's summer and that means crab cakes are in order. So we're going to whip some up, throw them in the air fryer and see how they turn out. And a little sneak peek, they turned out amazing. You're going to want to stay tuned. So let's go see how these all go together. Let's go over all of the ingredients for these delicious Eastern North Carolina style crab cakes. And we're going to start off with some lump crab meat. So I have 2 pounds. Today we're going to be making 2 pounds worth of crab cakes. You can adjust this down, the recipe, cut it in half, or you can double it or whatever. But my recipe is going to be for the 2 pound volume of crab cakes. So we're going to be using approximately a half a cup of mayonnaise, approximately a cup of this is cracker meal. This is just crushed up butter crackers. You can use saltines, you can use panko breadcrumb, you can use regular breadcrumb, it doesn't matter. You are going to need this, it is the binder. We're going to use 2 eggs. I have the juice of 1 lemon. We're going to be tossing in a teaspoon or so of our homemade seafood seasoning. And this here, all these little veggies and stuff, you can just stop right there and you can move along and it'll be great. And we're going to be adding the Holy Trinity, which is a half a cup each of celery, bell pepper, green pepper, sweet onion. I'm going to throw in some fresh chopped parsley, and then part of the sauce is also 2 tablespoons of, this is a horseradish mustard. I couldn't find Creole mustard, so we're going to go with horseradish mustard. You can use dry mustard or whatever mustards you have on hand. It's up to you. You can leave it out even if you want to. No big deal. But now we're going to go ahead and we're going to bring over a bowl. We're going to start mixing this together. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to mix everything up with the sauce before I add the veggies, because Micah, my daughter Micah, doesn't really prefer peppers and onions, so we're going to go ahead and leave those out in a portion for her. So we'll be right back and we'll start mixing this together. We're going to mix up our sauce portion and then we'll add our crab in. There's the mayonnaise, and here goes our mustard. And like I said, this is just a horseradish mustard. You can use whatever kind of mustard you have on hand. We're going to pop in 2 eggs. Now, because I'm using 2 pounds of crab, we're using an egg per pound. And you typically want to use about 1/4 cup of mayonnaise per pound as well. The mustard is also going to act as an emulsifier. The egg is acting as a binder, as well as the crackers are acting as a binder. Get this blended really, really well. Make sure that all of your egg is well incorporated in there. I'm going to throw in the parsley, the lemon juice, give it another good stir. It smells really good already. And then we'll add our seafood seasoning. I'm going to start with about a teaspoon. A good teaspoon there. Let's get this lump crab meat in there. Now remember, when you pay for lump crab meat, you're paying for the lumps, so you don't want to break this up too much. If you get back fin or claw meat, it's going to look a lot more mashed up. Just gently feel around in here, and if you notice any pieces of shell, you'll want to just remove those. All right, and then we're also going to add our crackers, and you'll notice they are not pulverized, but they could be. No big deal. It's up to you. So just kind of toss this all together. You could even put some gloves on and do this with your hands, which sometimes can be actually a little bit better, because you can totally feel where those big chunks are, and you want to be nice and gentle with them. Because the whole point of having a great crab cake is that when you break into it, it just kind of flakes apart, but it stays in one piece while it's cooking. And remember, this crab is fully cooked. They steam it at the fish market, and then they have pickers who, that's what they do all day, is pick crab. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit out. And that's going to be for Micah, because she doesn't like the other things that we're putting in here. We'll go ahead and we'll add our green pepper, our celery, our red pepper, and our onion. And go ahead and get in here and gently toss all this together. And if it weren't for the raw egg in here right now, you would have a lovely crab salad, or the crackers. You wouldn't want to put crackers in the salad. But this smells fantastic. Now what you want to do is you want to let this rest in the refrigerator for about 20 to 30 minutes, just so this sauce gets nicely absorbed by the cracker meal. And then we'll be back and we'll start forming up our patties, and we're gonna cook these crab cakes in our air fryer. All right, we're back. This mixture has rested for about 20 minutes, and right now I'm working on the one that has no added veggies in it. And you don't want to handle this like too much because it will fall apart. But I did say that we were going to make these in the air fryer, so I'm gonna get that going, and then I think I can probably do about 4 at a time. But some of the ones with the veggies I'm going to freeze before I cook them, because we're not going to be able to eat all of these tonight. At best, you know, crab is very rich and decadent, and you don't need a whole lot of it at one time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna freeze off some for later, because when you spend that kind of money on something, you want to make sure that you eat it all and it doesn't go bad. Freezing some portion of this is going to ensure that we can have it again another time. I want to make sure that everybody has at least 2 or 3 for dinner. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and form these off. I'm using, it's a number 16 scoop. This I think is about 4 ounces, so about a half a cup. You don't want them to be too big because you want to make sure that these get nice and cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish forming these, and then I'll be back and we'll start cooking them off. All right, I got 23 patties, almost 2 dozen, and we're gonna go ahead and get the air fryer set up, and we're gonna cook these off, and I'll be right back and I'll show you how we do that. Okay, we did our first batch in the air fryer and they look fantastic. I did these initially for 10 minutes, and then I went and I checked them. I put them in for an additional 2. So I cooked mine for 12 minutes and they stayed together. I'm super happy. Honestly, I wasn't altogether sure this was gonna work. So now I'm gonna show you what I did. Now these I've had in the fridge, so I'm just gonna...
that first, right?
I did, I put vegetable oil spray on there. I have 3 more here. Well, 6 more. 3 with the veggies and 3 with no veggies for Micah. Now, I did put some in the freezer. I just pattied them up like this, and I put them on a small sheet pan on parchment, and then I put parchment on top, and I covered it with plastic wrap, and I set it inside my freezer to freeze, and then I can put them in a plastic bag when they're completely frozen. Now, the way the air fryer that I have works, you want to hit this and then hit memory, and then we're going to take it all the way around to fish, because it has a fish presetting. Oh, and I'm leaving it at 350, and I'm setting it for 12 minutes. And the machine will do the rest, and I'll bring you back when it's time to take them out. All right, this butter just went off, and there are our crab cakes. I am so impressed with how nice these have come out. And these, there's 4 here. I guess I made Micah 4 of them.
They can shallow fry these, right?
You can bake these, you can shallow fry them in a little bit of your favorite neutral oil. It's completely up to you. Oh, I'm so happy. Power air fryer did it again. I'm really, really impressed. Crab cakes can tend to be a challenge. When you make them in a skillet, you have to flip them over, and sometimes they fall apart. When you bake them, it's easy enough. You can stick them in the freezer for half an hour, and then you can bake them at 350 for 15 to 18 minutes, and you do not need to flip them. I love the idea of baking them. Just super simple. But this air fryer, if I have it, I'm gonna use it. It only took me 2 batches. Each batch took 12 minutes, and boom, dinner is ready. So I will leave information below on where you can obtain one of these if you're interested. I really, really think it's an excellent addition to any kitchen. And you know what? My oven is broken right now, so I couldn't even bake these if I wanted to. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna plate for you, and then we'll be back and we'll show you what this all looks like when it's ready for dinner. And there you have it. Amazing air fried crab cakes. Now, I whipped up a a little bit of quick Remillard sauce. I did not make a video of that. If you're interested in knowing how to make Remillard sauce, it's really easy. It's just made with a bunch of condiments and some spices. So it's a perfect accompaniment to the richness of the crab, and I just wanted to show you.
See her make it, let her know.
Yes, leave a comment. I just want to show you. They're beautiful. They're just barely holding together, which is how you want a crab cake to be. And although we have tasted these already, Rick has not tasted them with the Remillard sauce, so
it's even better.
I think so. It's a perfect accompaniment. Don't you think?
Even better.
It's so delicious. It's just enough creamy. There's some lemon juice, mayonnaise, ketchup. There's a little bit of hot sauce in there, some of that spicy horseradish mustard, and some garlic powder, onion powder, and a lot of paprika.
That is really good. I don't think I didn't like them that much.
It's really good. It's really, really good. I just know you guys are going to love these. If you're a fan of crab cakes, I know you're going to love these. Oh, they're so good. If you never knew how to make crab cakes before, I hope this helped you to know how simple they really are. If you liked the video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. If you're new here, welcome. I always love having new people visit me in my kitchen. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you are already a member of the Noreen's Kitchen family, please remember to hit the bell notification button, because we don't want any of you to miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present all the time right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. Give these crab cakes a try. You will thank me later. I hope you love them. And until next time, I'll see ya.